Okay. Yes, we at University of Applied Science, Campus O2, we decided also to go for energy monitoring system, but there are some main differences also to the solution of Toto, where I will explain via the presentation. What is the situation? We thought what could be useful for any company in the Danube region and what will be of interest at always future. So energy consumption is getting of more importance, especially when the situation is not stable and always a different situation, of course. So you have to be aware of what energy you need and how you can save money here. So we went for a solution for energy efficiency via energy monitoring, energy measurement. So we fulfilled all these parameters. What was the idea? A lot of data should be used for digitalisation, for improving your process, and for saving money with energy efficiency. But often the used systems have to be wired, and when you have large production lines or large areas, there it's difficult and it's also a high investment to go for the wired systems. Also, the wiring can cause some difficulties because often there are some troubles in the wrong wiring system, and it's a quite hard decision for SMEs to go for such a wired system to get to know some energy data from their production system. So we detected a system which works wireless and very flexible, and we improved it and we guided this improvement through the Danube project. So there now a good and reliable system is available to have this energy monitoring system installed in also the small companies, because this is easy for retrofit installation. I will show afterwards. It's no wiring at all, and you will not have any errors due to incorrect cable connections by the wiring, and it's very flexible, as I can explain afterwards. You can expand it at any time. You can start with a low number of sensors and can then see how it helps you in your targets, and then you can expand it at any time. You have a flexible open system via the pulse transmitter option. I was always explained it afterwards. And you have a dashboard you can customize very, very good, quite easily to your needs to get an overview. What is the difference to the system of Todor? It's not a real-time system. So we have more or less a long-time energy monitoring where we have the informations for the past. So the data are updated every 10 minutes. So this 10-minute delay does not enable any process reaction. So that's the main difference to the system of Dodo, and that was also never the target to do this. The target is really to get very easy, very flexible energy data from the production area, so I can find optimization potentials to improve my energy efficiency. How does this system work? In principle, you have these measuring units which will process the data from the clamps. Sorry. And what is the special situation of these clamps, which you can go along the wires, the power line? These clamps have already an AD converter inside. So they are already digitalized, so the digital signal is going to the measuring unit, and the measuring unit is then sending the signal via LoRaWAN to a gateway. And from the gateway, you get the signal via GPS and whatever via the used infrastructure, Wi-Fi, and whatever is available at the company to the cloud, where the data are pre-processed, and then you go. The information will go to the interface and to the dashboard, which can be customized. Additional, there is a pulse transmitter available for the system. That means you can add any kind of sensor systems to this pulse transmitter. You can calibrate then these values from this pulse transmitter. So the system is very, very flexible for any kind of data you want to integrate, not also energy, but of course, in our case, we did it for energy. But here it's very, very flexible to add any kind of sensors in this pulse transmitter to add it to your analyzation and to your monitoring system. What this measuring unit I will also show you after in real. You can receive it. This is a 18-channel sampling unit, and you can go for 18 single wires or for 6 three-phase systems to have their signals and their energy values collected to the whole system. What does it mean? It means if you mount it in some rack, some central rack, then it's very easy to get this data from different machines. We will see it also afterwards. So data transfer within the production area is via LoRaWAN, and then you will go these signals to the cloud via Wi-Fi, or you have a GSM card or whatever to go to the cloud and get the data via the interface. How does it look now in real? You see, these are the sensor data sampling units, and these are the digital power clamps, and they will be connected to these units. You can see you have there are different types of sensor data samplings. You can get 18 channel, or you can get a lower channel part. It depends on what your needs are and how you can implement the system in your electrical system. But if you have the 18 channel part, then you can go for six three-phase wired energy measurement in your company. The impulse transmitter is this part. It looks like this. and there you can get your data in, and then you have the ability to calibrate it to the physical parameter you want to measure. All this data go to this central gateway. This central gateway is powered by just of course easy power adapter for 220 volt, and usually is mounted somewhere up in the production line where you can have free access from everywhere from the machine to get the lower one data. When you're asking for these transfer rates, so they guarantee more or less 100 meters. We tested out this potential. So in the free area, we reached about 800 and more. So at 800, there was the fence, so we couldn't go any farther. But in minimum 800 meters, the data was reliable transferred. And also when you have a complex situation with Wolf and everything, we checked it out. So it worked quite well for 150 meters. So there was no problem with data transfer in some production areas. So what is the advantage now? You can take one of these channel sensor data sampling parts, and you can mount it at some rack and can get various data. Just because we had it for testing here in house, there's also another equipment from this production from this area, which is measuring with high resolution and is for machine condition monitoring for larger machines which seem to have problems to detect what kind of problems and what kind of energy consumption are changed there. This is just a part with a more very high resolution of energy monitoring, but it's also possible to implement it in the system. What did we here at our campus O2? We had various test setups with this equipment. We tried to do some optimization. At the first, we had we detected some problems which we could solve together with the company, and we worked and still worked a little bit on this sensor adaptation, what kind of parameters we can implement with this impulse transmitter. So how it works and how it works easily. We did, of course, a pilot project at Austria here in the southern area of Graz. We chose the car painting company and could agree for energy measurement and monitoring. Why a car painting company? There are some really energy consuming parts in there. They have to do some ventilation, some heating, and some air pressure all the time. And therefore we had could found a partner here in the area south of Graz to implement this system to go for energy monitoring. What was the situation? We had agreed on an implementation concept, and the main energy consuming components have been the air compressor, which we can see here, and two exhaust systems for the painting rooms. And what we try to find out, in principle, this company is well equipped and not old. It's quite modern and state of the art. And the question was, can we detect some optimization potential via this system? The advantage here is that's not the real rack, because we was not allowed to show it. But when the advantage is that you can install this sensor data sampling unit at the rack. If you get the right wires, then you can connect it to the right wires, and wire mounting it to the rack, you can measure 3 or 4 or 5 different machines with their energy consumption. And it's quite easy. You put it there, you do the wiring, and also the electrician, the responsible electrician of the company, then after first introduction is able to do this. When once this connection is set up of the system, then it's easily also to change it. So that's that's the big advantage of the system. You can take it somewhere, you can measure data, you can see is there optimization potential, and if you realize this optimization potential, then you can take it out and put it somewhere else. That's one of the option. And the second option is, if you see that it's worth and you find some optimization potential, you can also add some sensor systems step by step, however you want, and so you're not forced to do so a big in investment. So that's maybe one of the biggest advantages of this system. So what did we measure there? You see here now some kind of measuring result from the compressor unit, and during the process it depends on how many parts are processed and painted at the moment. So it's quite difficult to compare, but you see that all the energy consumption could be measured. But what was of interest is you see here this small spot, and we asked them not to switch off the compressor, to keep it over the weekend, to see if the system, the pressure system, the whole pressure system of the company loses some air somewhere. And this April 19, it was a Sunday, and the compressor started up again to provide the pressure. So we could see that there has to be some kind of problem in the pressure system. That is not a problem for the production itself, but the pressure system, when it works and you lose some pressure somewhere, then it's always a loss of energy in the end. So via this simple measurement, we could already detect a problem, and they could check out and solve the air pressure problem, and so also save energy. What we see here now is one of the options of the dashboard, where you can see the compressor data and the ventilation of the two rooms, painting rooms, and you can switch on different comparison views. Here they also compare with the energy consumption of the last 7 days. This might not be the best comparison because it depends on how many parts are processed and how on. But there are a lot of things you can do customized, and you can then go also in the detail information structure to see how this energy consumption will be in 1 hour, and so you can even go in the detail analysis here. And you can also set some alarms if you think that energy consumption should not go over a specific parameter. Then you can also switch that here and adjust it here, so to get a quick information that something doesn't work the right way. The second project we did with our partners in Czech. There was a manufacturing company doing welding, and the question was there not only the energy but also the operation time. Sorry. At this project, there was the question how many energy will be consumed, and how long the real operation time will be, because they have to prepare their parts and they have to find the exact position of the parts before they do the welding. And they use the data at the moment for an investment decision. They think about to have a more automized process for special parts, where they think that could be more efficient, and this data should help them to calculate if this investment is worth it. And of course, when you come to a return of investment, when you buy a rather complex welding machine for these parts. So I'm not a technical expert to give you this information, but we will be at Budapest with all the people who can explain all technical details, which will the colleague Hova of mine, but also Ms. Isop, who is our external partner and is very experienced in application of this applying of this system. And we will then be also able to show you online data of these measurements, because I tried to get access and I failed, unfortunately. But at the expo in Budapest, we will be able to show you online data and all the details, and show you also the equipment. I have only the photo here, and you can get any detailed information on how to apply it, how easy it is to set up. So once it's running, it's really stable. We found out we had some bugs in the autumn which we detected, and they are removed, and now the system is really running reliable, and it's really very, very quick and easy installed. And then the advantage, I think it's a very flexible, and that's the big advantage to use this system for this energy monitoring. So that's the main information I would like to give today.